So Heihachi vs Geese recently came out and I was obviously really fucking hyped. I really love Tekken and King of Fighters. The two games that I hold close to my heart and have done for so long, and I expressed that I loved Heihachi and was alright about Geese. So did I meet my expectations? Is it my new favorite? Do I hate it? Let's see. I'll go over the positives, the negatives, then the conclusion and next time. Let's begin. Predictable. So I'll begin with the analysis. This is a really funny episode with some flat-out great moments. The dummy skit is honestly not bad. The mecha goose firing at him cause he's another one of Wiz's inventions is kinda funny, and Boomstick's laugh is just really fucking funny to me. The dad jokes aren't spammed, and when they are used, they aren't as fucking miserable as the ones in Zuko vs Todoroki. And some of the time, they're just naturally really funny and it's great. Now something that nobody in Discord focuses on, the editing. It's honestly pretty damn good and nobody notices it. This is quite minor but it's still something for me to point out. Now the fight. I'll just spit this out. The sound design is really good. Everything that wants impact has impact. Every single thing that is specifically conveyed is conveyed well. All of it is really damn good and I love it. And this whole fight wouldn't be as great without the really great track. Kings of Iron, which I definitely almost typed as Wings of Iron, is spectacular. It's not as great as the previous song involving a Tekken character, but it's so fucking good. I was so happy when I saw it was released and immediately clicked on it. The techno vibe works so well for this and fits the characters really damn well. Especially Heihachi. Tekken is known for having that kind of vibe. And now the actual animation. It's so fantastic. People don't seem to like Heihachi's sprites, but I definitely disagree. I thought it was just his expressions, but I've seen people genuinely calling them out as bad. I'm just sitting here like, what the fuck are you talking about? They're fine sprites. I'm fine with them having an opinion, but I disagree strongly. Oh yeah, the Geese sprites are fine too. The actual animation is great. It's very fast-paced and fun. It flows really smoothly. They start off without trying their hardest and just trying to wear the other one down. But after Heihachi proves to be more skillful, Geese starts to keep him away. Once he's open, Geese starts slamming Heihachi into the rock. Heihachi, getting sick of this shit, just yeets the entire rock at him and starts unleashing a beatdown. Geese does a funny, starts beating his ass with his ki and destroys a lot of the area with a big ass ki blast. Heihachi finally gets a grip and activates his lightning to speed up and they start going back and forth. It gives us two pan-outs of the surrounding area and it zooms back in on them taking a rest. They both full force punch each other, but Geese goes down instead of Heihachi because the old bastard is just too stubborn. He picks up Geese and tosses him into the volcano. Geese, also stubborn as hell and refusing to lose to a pensioner, knocks Heihachi down with him with some lightning. He blasts up with his ki and creates a circle dispersing the lava and goes to take out Heihachi. With one last line, that fits the volcano setting, Heihachi full force punches Heihachi into a spike and impales him. Geese is forced to watch as he's overcome by lava in a legitimately disturbing death as he struggles to stay above the lava. He screams his lungs out and melts to a skeleton as Heihachi climbs back up and ends the show by punching the camera. This is a very satisfying ending and I frickin' love it. Also, forgot to mention it but I really like the dialogue. Especially Geese taking the piss out of Heihachi cause he's predictable. Anyway, that's all for the positives. Moving on to the negatives. Remember when I said I like the dialogue? That doesn't mean I like the voice acting. Geese isn't completely on point but I can hear some of him. No, my problem is I can't understand what the fuck he's saying half the time. Geese doesn't have a speech impediment. I have absolutely no idea what the fuck he says in his first line. That's it. I just think it's too hard to understand him. My real problem is with Heihachi. This does not sound like Heihachi at all. I'm not taking this lightly. Heihachi has such a powerful voice in Tekken and it shows his immense authority. This Heihachi sounds like Uncle fucking Iroh. 言ったじゃん。鼻がへし折れるまで叩き込んでくれるわ。
With a poor stance, you are unbalanced and you can be easily knocked over.
Why? That's so fucking stupid and annoying. One of my favorite characters from my favorite game doesn't sound like one of my favorite characters from my favorite game. He sounds like a grandpa who's ready to tell his grandchildren a story. That's not Heihachi. Second, the jack feet. I don't care if the research is wrong. Well, most of the time. This one bugs me for good reason. In Ryu vs Jin, they said that the jack feet was not canon to Tekken. But they used it anyway. That is honestly stupid. Did they just completely forget their old research? Cause that would be stupid and odd. The whole jack scaling would have been nonsense if they remembered it being non-canon, and Heihachi would end up being slower and would get blitzed. Now my last complaint. The hand-drawn stuff. Most of it is very brief, but it's pretty much fully used for the death. And my god, it looks bad. Geese has a massive fucking forehead and his hair is just a perfect square, and it's funnier than it should be. I don't mind it when he pops back up with the burnt GI and melting face, but I can't help but notice that his chest skin doesn't seem to be affected. And that skull is way too small to fit on hand-drawn Geese's head. I still like it all melting and disintegrating away though. That's it. I thought I would have more to say, but I guess not. Moving on. So what did I think of the episode? Well, it's good. Season 8 is summing up to be pretty good. Subtracting Lex vs Doom, all of these have reached scores over an 8 out of 10. So yeah, I'm scoring it that high. Specifically, 8.5 out of 10. This is a fantastic episode, and it's only brought down by the voice acting and the hand-drawn stuff. And the fact that it wasn't 3D. But that slot wasn't totally wasted, cause next time is Mikasa vs Blake. I do not like this matchup that much at all. It's a good one either franchise and I just don't care. But what I do know is that it's got some good variety, some solid animation potential, really good models, and could actually have a solid analysis where they actually go in depth. With Attack on Titan just ending, it could very well be an interesting match to see. Let's just hope it's actually good. I'm still working on a video that probably should have just been ranking the fights in it, but hey ho, I'm too deep now. Let's hope I can get that finished so I can work on the Season 2 ranking and finish it. I'm gonna be irrelevant if I keep doing these 2-week gaps between videos. Hopefully that won't last long. Anyway, I'll see you when the next one comes out.